Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner and welcome to the Intuitive Patterns for the month of May 2019. Now, as I do this for the month of May, there are some very powerful cards that are really showing that the universe is manifesting some big shifts and big changes that ultimately are positive. But what I find in life is that when we've been inundated with so much negativity, and then the positive starts to rise, you get a clashing effect. So while the positive is rising up, also know that you're going to encounter these bumps and upsets and resistances as that positive energy is like a slow moving river that is trying to force over a bridge. So, there will still be breakdown, but there are a lot of really amazingly positive things happening this month. So in the Osho Zen Tarot, I got the completion card, the playfulness card, and the nothingness card. Blah, I can talk. In the medicine cards, I got three very powerful totems, which is turkey, bear, and eagle. In the Mayan Oracle, I also got a lot of movement cards. I got Kaban, the Universal Movement card, and the Adventurer's Quest. In the Ancient Egyptian Tarot, I got the Tower, which the Tower is the Tower is the Tower. So the Tower is always like about breakdown and breakthrough. The Hanged Man, which is also about redemption through sacrifice, enforced sacrifice, losses, suffering in general, and a sense of defeat in some way. And the Six of Discs, which is sort of like a coming and going and flowing of money. Then with the Aleister Crowley Tarot deck, I got the Ace of Cups, the Swiftness card, and the Prince of Discs. And then in the Words of Truth, I got No Movement, which I thought was interesting because I got the Nothingness card in the Osho Zen Tarot, and Sexuality and Powerlessness. So shuffling all that up and mixing that with itself, this month is going to show that there are many things shifting and many patterns are completing, and there's a better flow that is attempting to manifest. Astrologically, Pluto and Saturn went retrograde at the end of April, giving us a chance to review and reflect upon our projected path and decide if we are actually going in the correct direction for the expression of our authentic self. Notice if you are doing things that do not give you value, if you are doing things for others, and to get you to notice if you are just going through the motions because it is what is familiar. Retrogrades, especially big retrogrades of big planets like Pluto and Saturn, remind us that we're just not quite ready for the big shift that is coming on January 12th, 2020, when when Saturn and Pluto conjunct, and Jupiter is also in Capricorn with Saturn and Pluto, and they're going to square Mars, which is a huge big day. Check out on the astrology with other astrologers. I'm not the only one saying this. So it's almost like the universe says, we have got to make some movement, but I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to give you another opportunity to clear things out, to get really real, to get really grounded, to reprioritize, to pull your head out of the ethers, to deal with what's right in front of you, to stop being so idealistic and escaping the reality, and really saying, you know what? The situation that we're in right now is our karma. We're all here down here doing karma. So it's our karma to fix it. We have contributed to screwing it up. So now we have to contribute to fixing it. So these retrogrades that are happening are giving us a chance to kind of clear more things out and redefine our purpose. While this month's retrogrades may make you unsure as where you are to step, it will be clear of what you need to let go of. So I know for myself, it's like I've been sitting there going, what is really aligned with my purpose? What is it that I really am supposed to be doing with my life? And there are clearly some things that I am doing for other people. I am doing because it's convenient, or I'm sort of used to it in a routine or a rut. And something is pushing me, as well as everyone else, to re-examine those and to really look at where you're losing energy, wasting energy. Maybe you're just not supposed to be there. And it's not about a situation or another person. It's literally about it's not congruent in your core, that something in your core is simply saying, this isn't quite right for me. So you're being asked to step towards a healthier expression of your life. Sometimes doorways are not open until you let go of one thing, and only then does the universe present the next possibility. And I know everybody wants to know where we're going before we get there, but this astrology, because so much is frozen in the winter signs and so much is so like earthbound and super practical and super realistic, it's sort of like, nope, what is the problem right now today? What do you do right now today? Don't think too far ahead, but you need to fix some things right here. Jupiter is also retrograde, giving you another chance to decide what you believe. After all, you can't move forward into a new place if you don't believe you can achieve that thing. So again, it's kind of like getting yourself aligned around your true essence. Like, what do you believe in? Where are you supposed to help? Where are you supposed to contribute? How are you supposed to contribute? What is the most constructive thing for you to do? And the practicality of everything is pulling everybody out of fantasy and forcing us to deal with the reality. And everyone wants to be in fantasy. It's a lot more fun to be in fantasy, but the reality is kind of beating everybody over the head with a big stick. And so we have to shift how we move forward. And instead of holding on to a potential, we have to kind of go, what is it we can really achieve and what is it we can really do? Now, those three medicine cards, the bear, the turkey, and the eagle, are very powerful totems. And they are illustrating the awakening process that humanity is going through this month, which to me is really exciting. So these hugely powerful totems are coming together for a greater purpose. So the introspectiveness of the bear has awakened the thread of moral fortitude that has been sorely lacking. And it's making you go inside, because bear is always the direction of the west. It's always that place of introspection. And it's trying to awaken you out of this sleepy haze and get you to see the negative patterns that you have. And it's time to shift those into some positive potentials. The turkey is the sacred giveaway. So it's like turkey offers itself up as a sacrifice for the greater good. So there is a resurgence of selflessness and a desire to give back and to give to those in the greatest need. So we're starting to see the millionaires, the billionaires, giving a lot of money to getting rid of the plastic in the middle of the ocean. They're doing a lot of things trying to help the planet heal, which to me is the highest form. That's what I would be doing if I had $1 billion. I would be doing those same things. Then the eagle has soared into the minds of many, giving us an overview and farsightedness that is essential because so much has been murky and difficult to see. The eagle intends to open eyes on a global scale, so we can see the impact that denial and fear has had in this world, and concern and love for this beautiful planet is overcoming this negative, greedy, selfish, narcissistic, childish behavior that has been in control. And so again, these energies are starting, the positive is starting to push against that negative, and that negative is going to push back. But again, we're starting to see this surge. So this surge of energy is challenging the old world, the old greedy people, the old power-hungry people, and the old way of doing things. And it's illuminated the dysfunction of the old ways. And this is creating a breath of wind that is sort of stirring the sails of your ship, generating a much-needed movement. After a long 2+ years in the stagnant waters of the astrological ocean, there is finally a wind that wants to fill the sails so we can all move forward in this boat. The winds of positive change are beginning to blow. Presently, It is not a huge gust of energy and power, but there is a constant flow that gives hope and renews the spirit. So the truth is at least we're getting some movement. The larger global mind this month is being reset. This new mindset is still forming and defining its purpose and direction. It is not functioning at the highest frequency, but it is strong enough to move us forward towards this new potential. Power and momentum to this path will come later. The earth has given up a lot to call humanity to this moral and conscious awakening. We are beginning to see the bigger connection that we have to all things. We are seeing beyond our narrow needs and convenience and into a broader global sense of how we are all impacting each other. Humanity is recognizing that we love and want all the animals and all the plants in this beautiful world. We want to leave a wondrous world for our children's children, and now we know that it is up to us to shift our perspective into a broader place of love and acceptance. It begins by letting go of hatred and resentment. It begins when we recognize that all things in this world deserve to live and love and thrive. We are just beginning to clean up this mess. And there are some big players jumping in, like I said, with the money and the ideas in order to help. This is a long journey. We are finding how to come together with constructive ideas. The blocked energy is finally shifting into hope, and we are finally getting some traction. You can feel the force of good moving through the chaos. Caring is finally outweighing fear. Concern is pushing back against hate. And the evil that lives in the hearts of men is being exposed. We all have a wild and woolly adventure coming. But this month, there is a playfulness in the mood and tone. I want you to enjoy it while you have it, because it will not be happening in the winter time this year, okay? So how do we enjoy this process that needs to be cleaned up? I think of this like a Mary Poppins thing. So it's sort of like there's a way to make cleaning up fun. And it may be a long and hard slog as we go through these tests, but each person can help a little in your own way. How do you want to contribute to this new world? First, get excited. Second, see the possibilities. You are part of one of the greatest global consciousness shifts that humanity has ever seen. And together, let's spring into action and do what we can to help this world and others. Thanks for listening. I appreciate all of you connecting with me. Have a great May, and I will talk to you later. Bye.